welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. It's Puerto Rico taking on Puerto Rico. John Shambi on the play-by-play with you. Chris Singleton providing the color. Game 1 is always critical in a postseason series, Singy.
Yeah, and this is when you love having home field advantage, Boog. If you capture Game 1, you're full of confidence that you've got a chance to ride that momentum for the rest of the series.
And on the visiting side, starting pitching is always the big key in a game like this to kick off a series.
Yeah, you need a strong performance on the mound. That's the #1 way to cancel out the home field edge we just mentioned.
NLCS Game 1 is coming your way next. So just about set now. And our pitcher tonight, number 15. What's the word on him?
Four-pitch guy. He's got some options to work with in terms of keeping hitters off balance. So we'll see how he decides to utilize those weapons through this start here, and whether or not he's able to mix them all in early, or if he wants to hold something back a little bit later, maybe second, third time through the order, and give them something they haven't seen. It's tough when you know a guy's got that in his back pocket. As a hitter, you really have to stay on your toes.
Good eye right there. In for a strike, and the count's even at 2. The pitch. That misses, and it's 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with 2 strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
And the pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is even 2-2. Wouldn't chase that time.
3-2.
Foul ball, and it remains a full count. 1 out, base is empty. Misses, it's a strikeout.
Well, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in the lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with a #3 hitter, any distraction will cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2- or 3-run homer.
2 outs. Got it! Strikes out the side to begin the game. What a start. Half inning complete. We've got no score. And we're back. And today on the hill, number 38.
The spin rate on the curveball is incredible. Hitters know they're going to see a lot of them today. Stay back, be patient, and hit the ball the other way.
And now the rookie second baseman, Ryan Morales. He's a guy that covers both sides of the plate about as well as anyone in the sport. How difficult is that to do?
Well, just look at the back of my bubblegum card. You'll see how hard it is. These guys are great, man. They have the ability to look out there, but also to be able to turn on the inside pitch. Those that can really sharpen things on the outer half, those are the ones that become elite.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Kicks and deals. This to third. Slings to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, 2 away. All right, let's take a look at the lineup. 2 outs, base is empty. Now it's going to be Geraldo Vasquez. Late on that fastball. Next pitch is outside.
Well, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Scoreless after 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started at the plate. Number 78. Here's a 1-1. Big swing and a miss.
Well, this is a good time to step out of the box, take a deep breath, and reset. A couple of changeups. Probably won't see another one here.
That one missed.
It's a good take.
Now it's belted. Deep to left. Way out of here. Home run. And just like that, they're out front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient. It paid off.
And next is the designated hitter, Aldo Mendez.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
The wind of the pitch. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
Here's a 1-2. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer.
That kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Next up, it's the first-year shortstop. One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And here it comes. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. One run across in the frame so far here in game 1. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And the pitch. That one misses, and the count is 2-2.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first-pitch single than have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
So it was a long battle at the plate, but they still managed to get the out.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground, nice ground out.
Here's the catcher, Vasquez. The 2-1. And strike 2. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here in game 1 of the NLCS. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's in with a stand-up double.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. As a hitter, there's a whole lot better of a feeling than a double into the gap. Right off the bat, you know you put a great swing on the baseball.
So 2 down. Here's the rookie third baseman, Reyes. The 2-1. And another ball. And the right-hander deals. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul. The kick, the 3-2. On the ground to third. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. They're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now a 1-0 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. And we're back, bottom of the second. And now Hernandez. Here's a guy who is one of the best in the business. You're talking about looking for a hit somewhere, and this is a guy you go to.
Well, in this day of analytics, you have to be really good, and you've got to be consistent as well. Otherwise, you're going to be out of the lineup because of the matchup. But, yeah, it's amazing what he can do from both sides of the plate.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out, and that's the first out. So digging in, Hector Mercado. The line of the pitch. And that one fouled off.
You know, one thing about being a great switch hitter, it's so tough to keep both of your swings sharp. I mean, sometimes they feel like a long time in between at bats against a lefty or vice versa. You can work on both swings, but there's only so much a guy can do in the batting cage.
Makes the catch for the out. That's out number 2. So now the DH spot, Eric Ortiz. 2 outs, base is empty. Swings and misses. 1-2.
Two-seam fastball has been very consistent. He's been able to throw it to both sides of the plate and some really good arm side run.
Two down, nobody on. And that just misses.
That one called just inside, I think, and on the mound, he's trying to get a little bit of an explanation. Doesn't seem to be too bothered by it, though, but he clearly thought it clipped the corner.
Ripped to short. Whips it across. That's the inning. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. Top half of the 3rd inning. Here's some real power at the plate. Number 25. Slider misses outside.
Well, these guys do a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
The 2-2. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. And a swing and a miss. And now 1-0.
That was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
Now it's the second baseman. One down, base is empty. Foul ball.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Righty delivers. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. One-two now. Swings. And that's a strikeout.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those. More margin for error. You know, the fastball has become such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport. And I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Out towards right center field. Reaching for it and brings it in.
Making it look easy in the keystone position. Definitely worth another look. He'll get some high fives when he gets into the dugout.
Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now the switch hitting catcher, Samuel Torres. Ball to strike. The pitch. In the air, left side. Drifts towards it. Balls it in, and there's one away. Now it's the right fielder. Well, it's pretty clear that he was frustrated, and even he admitted as much with his performance in their last series, but now a chance to hit the reset button.
That's one of the things he's going to have to get used to. Being the superstar player in this lineup, they are going to pitch you very tough, and you make the adjustment, you can have success. I think you'll have it in this one.
Over to first. Now 2 away.
Yeah, he looked a little tentative on that swing. Almost like he didn't get pitch recognition and tried to slow his back down just to make contact. I'd rather see a guy swing through it instead of making weak contact and putting it in play, have another pitch where maybe he can drive out of the ballpark.
And he deals. Foul ball there. Home team down a run here in the last half of the third. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Game 1 of the National League Championship Series. And now the first baseman, Miguel Velasquez. The pitch. Ground ball to the right side. He takes it on his own. And a quick out, number 1.
Number 78.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Pretty amazing athlete this guy is. Power and speed, quite a threat. I mean, you're talking about someone that could steal you a bag and go deep. Bo Jackson, anyone? Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
When you have a real athletic player and who's able to do the baseball mechanical things really well, look out, because the sky's the limit on that potential. Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher on the same page right now.
2 outs, base is empty. And now Aldo Mendez. 2 outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. And they add a run. It's 2-0.
There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And the batter will be the shortstop. Just missed. Two down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
Cold night tonight, Berg, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed.
Call it strike three and a fastball up in the zone. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Brian Morales getting ready to hit.
The second baseman, Brian Morales.
So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. He gets against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
So up next, Rafael Diaz. This one in the dirt. Nice job behind the plate there.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
Wouldn't chase that time. Clips a corner.
With two strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Morales on at first, nobody out. Out towards left center, makes his way towards it. Nice grab on the run. One away.
Number 23,
Stepping in, Geraldo Vasquez.
If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against it.
The 1-1. And a foul ball. Here comes a pitch. Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Hernandez digs in now. Runner takes off. Pitches high. And that's a stolen base. Not even close.
Well, in the postseason, I'd say we see more teams playing for 1-1, trying to apply some pressure, and that's exactly the case right here. Speed on the bases, play in motion, and it worked out. Now time to execute in the batter's box.
Righty to the plate. That one misses. They're now 3 in a row.
Oh, they've had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And it's second. And there's a foul ball. The pitch. Right through there. Got him. That ends the inning. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. On to the top of the fifth we go. Puerto Rico out front here, 2-0. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready now for the fifth inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Vasquez. And the righty deals. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. Kicks and fires. That misses. And the count is filled up. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Left field. Vasquez gets under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. One up, one down.
The batter, number 11.
Here's the third baseman, Reyes.
When he steps into the batter's box, the comfort level looks so high. It doesn't matter what kind of delivery that pitcher has, what kind of velocity, what kind of secondary stuff. He is so settled in there. He owns the home plate area.
Throws to first in time.
The batter, number 25.
Now the left fielder. This guy makes great contact. One of the best in the game at putting bat on ball.
He's got such quick hands, and he's gaining pitch recognition. That keeps him square to the plate. There's a good chance that his bat stays in the zone a long time, and that produces solid contact consistently.
Two outs. Battling here as he fouls it away. The pitch. Oh. Two down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the fifth. And down strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Bottom of the inning, stepping in the long ball threat, Hector Mercado. Smoked on the ground a second. Sends it to first. And the leadoff man set down in their half of the fifth.
I wasn't sure if he was going to get to this one or not. Had to go a pretty good way there in the shallow right field. But then after that, it's a tough angle after you square up your shoulders to go to first base. Not the normal position, but a really good job defensively right there. And that's outside.
And a count 2-1. Swings through that one.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing plane.
And a swing and a miss. Picks up strikeout number 7. And here is Samuel Torres. This is a guy who is very highly regarded defensively. Fun to watch him control stuff behind the plate. Good game caller. Good at framing, but it's that big arm that really stands out. Outside low, and a count 2-1.
When you got a catcher like this guy with a big arm like that behind the plate, it really shuts down the running game.
Just off the outside edge, and now 3-1.
You have a catcher that can throw like that. A pitcher doesn't have to worry as much about the slide step. He can keep his mechanics intact.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Pulls it in on the warning track. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. The Athletics with the lead 2-0. A new pitcher in the game, Eduardo Vega. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Now, Eduardo Vega.
Standing in is the power-hitting second baseman. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports, too. On the ground, right side, Morales. On to first. And that's one out as they get the leadoff hitter in the sixth.
Good two-seam action right there. Running away from the batter. Rolled over it. Got the ground out.
Ponce now at the plate. Tied him up inside with that one. Vega, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Kicks and deals. On its way to the corner, on the move towards the line. Makes the grab and the run. 2-0.
And 4 pitches, 2 outs. That is an excellent pace.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Miguel Velasquez. He's not going to get cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Here's a 1-1. Lobber to right field. Way back. A gigantic blast. And they tack one on the board. It's 3-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ball. You want to follow that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now the right fielder. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. The solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now 3-0. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, number 37.
Number 37.
The wind of the pitch.
You know, this group of hitters, they're not going to be happy with the at-bats they've been having so far. Just one base runner to this point, and it's not exactly early anymore. They have guys in this lineup capable of sparking something, but it just hasn't happened for them yet.
Breaking ball in there for a strike. Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. Here comes a 3-2. He goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him off. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it'd be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Coming on. Pulls it in on the run. And there are 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup, Ryan Morales will hit next. Late that time, and it's strike 2.
Good pitch right there. Tied him up on the hands. If I'm out there on the ball, I'm going right back in there.
2 down, nobody on. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. All set for the start of the inning. And now the DH, bench, Aldo Mendez. At the belt and fires. He swings and fouls one off. One and two here. And another ball. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd want another swing at it because it was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But, you know, it happens.
One down, base is empty. So a foul ball makes it 1 and 2.
Two-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Two outs. There's a swing and a drive. Tattooed to Tatertown and gone. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 4-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and go out your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Hernandez gets the ball now.
Power slider guy, bro. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Reyes getting ready to hit. And now 1 and 2. 1 run across in the frame so far here in the late stages of game 1. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Passes the first, and one scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Set for the last half of the 7th, and now the center fielder, Rafael Diaz. The 1-1. Swings through that one out in front that time.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Got him swinging.
Well, when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch. Really tied him up, and he couldn't get a piece at all.
And another ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Just misses with that.
Looking to get something going, this is the guy you want at the plate. He's been great for this team. He is a professional hitter.
Foul off again. 3-2. Base is empty, one away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Lined into right. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The shortstop takes the ball. Just off the outside edge. Now, 3 up, 3 down, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the 8th. Here's the left fielder, number 25. And a pitch. And that one fouled off. The pitch. And a ball evens the count.
2-2.
Fights it off. You'll see another. The pitch. And that's downstairs and outside. Good plate appearance there. Able to take the walk. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman. Almost got him. And here it comes. And there's ball 4.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Number 7.
And now, punts. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have it.
Fires over to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
That right there was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners in.
Billy Ramos on the pitch here.
And never an easy situation coming in with runners at second and third. He's got a base to work with, so he doesn't have to be perfect, but he does have to make some quality pitches.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. Second and third, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. And there's the ball. Two on, 1 out. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. inside ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Brew. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
And next will be the cleanup hitter. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Wouldn't chase that time.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. One run is in. Here's the throw to the plate, and he's out.
The base runner did a great job of making that a close play at the plate with an excellent slide. The catcher worked to get out there and put down the tag. The throw was on the money, and that's what made the difference. Big time play to put down the run.
And now here is Aldo Mendez. 2 on, 2 outs. And it skips in the dirt.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch. There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it.
Maybe a little less of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much kept him in first base with a quick free pass.
2 outs, bases loaded. Now it's the shortstop, Velasquez. On third, Mendez. On at first with 2 down. Down swinging, he chased the changeup. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. So they get 1, but end up leaving the bases loaded. Last half of the 8th coming up. The A's have the advantage, 5-0. And we're back. And here's the first baseman, Hector Mercado.
So game 1 hasn't played out the way these fans had hoped, and losing the opener is never fun, but winning game 2 takes away the sting. So hopefully these fans have something to cheer about next time.
Now this is in the air down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. And another ball. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Now it's the DH, Eric Ortiz. Sliced hard but foul. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. 2 up, 2 down.
You know, Boog, you often think of sliders more for that horizontal movement, but most of the good ones have both vertical depth and that horizontal movement, and that's what we saw right there. Good drop on the break and got him to swing over the top.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that's ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter, but he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
Outside, and it's 2-1.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
Just off the inside edge.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
That's to third. They take the force out. Inning over. Totally dominant on the mound as he's through 8 without surrendering a run. Puerto Rico on top here, 5-0. We're back. It's the top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, number 65.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Now here is Vasquez. He might just be the best hitting catcher in the game today.
Well, Boog, he's so valuable, does a good job behind the plate, but offensively, he's a middle-of-the-order type of bat, especially when you talk about catchers, and their #1 job is to handle the pitching staff and prevent runs. This guy is able to add runs by producing it.
Hauls it in for the out, and there's one down.
Now back, number 11.
So digging in, Reyes. Gets under and pops it up. 2 down. Now the left fielder.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely. Try to hit the ball out of the park. Do what he loves to do.
2 down, nobody on. That clips the corner. Activity in the bullpen. Antonio Villa, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. That one missed. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the ninth. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. Bottom of the ninth coming up, and we'll see if he can complete the shutout after the break. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the ninth. Efrain Nieves. Now the third baseman. Fair to say he wasn't his typical self in the division series. Chris, I talked to the staff, and they are confident that he's going to deliver big here in the LCS.
Yeah, you see these guys around him, and they know he's a stud, and they know it's just a matter of one swing that he breaks out.
Swing and a high fly ball down the right field line. And that's a foul ball. The 2-2. And that just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and now just 2 outs away.
And I really like the ability to bounce back right there after not getting the call. He probably should have gone, but didn't let it affect his focus, and he came back with another good pitch to get him swinging.
That's inside.
That two-seam fastball is usually coupled with a slider away, and when a hitter's conscious of the pitch in, it's hard for him to cover middle away, and that's where a pitcher can really finish off that batter.
Next offering is in for a strike. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss, and he got him. 2 down.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherent runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves, knowing that they can miss the bat. Tell you what, that's huge and can change the ballgame.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
They can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
And that'll do it.
These hitters had the long ball working for them today. 4 home runs had a lot to do with them coming out on top.
Well, Singy, as the numbers show, a great performance on the mound in this one.
Absolutely, and that really set the tone from the beginning. A fantastic effort.
5-0 the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long